Hi, this is Sonsonmushi, and it is 4:11 p.m., in case that's a synchronicity for you guys. This is going to be the monthly reading for October for the sign of Virgo. So I'm really excited for this. I'm almost done. This is the 8th one, and then I've got 4 more to do. So I hope these messages resonate with you guys. We're going to get started. I am just going to pause so I can clean up all of this stuff. Because I just wanted to hit record. Because like, ooh, 4:11. That's a really good time to do this reading. So I will be right back. Alright, so I just did the Leo reading earlier, and it was a lot longer than I was wanting it to be. But I'm going to try to make this one shorter to compensate for that, just because of how I felt with that. Though people might resonate with the Leo reading, and I hope that happens. But yeah, if you're new to the channel, welcome. If not, welcome back. Thank you all for being here. I appreciate your time. I appreciate you being here on Earth, just in general. So I'm going to be doing the 5 weeks of October. So just go ahead and click on the timestamps below for any of the weeks. You could always just come back to this reading. You could like go through half of your week 1 and then listen to the messages for week 1, or like, you know, stuff like that. Or you can get a little glimpse of what week 2 is like, and you know, check back in later and be like, did that happen? Did that resonate? Stuff like that. Lots of fun stuff. I do that sometimes with my Pisces one for myself. But for the most part, to be honest, I kind of just do the reading, sort of forget about it, and then come back to it maybe once or something, and see if my month was similar to how I felt. So this is the top card is going to be your headspace. These green cards with the black Wisdom House of the Night cards is going to be your heart space. I'm going back more into the format of what I was doing in the beginning. Okay. And then okay, that one really wanted to come out. This one. This. And I'm going to clarify those ones a bit. And then I'm doing this one for the 3D space. I'm just going to be doing one. Perfect. Alright, and then I'll be doing I'll just do 2 messages from Spirit for each week. Because these medicine deck cards can really get out of hand when I just want to keep on going. Alright, nah, I want a 3rd. Okay, let's get started. So, week 1, it's the 4 of Wands. So, your thoughts. It's about bringing things together, coming into union. I'm seeing it as having a foundation and then moving on from that foundation and then bringing it back to that foundation, if that makes sense. So this is something you're thinking about with your thoughts. Yeah, it's kind of like, so that foundation is kind of like home. This is like home base, and then this is like you travel, and then you come back as the Queen of Wands. It's kind of like this like warm, fuzzy, cozy home is like always waiting for you. And so, yeah, so you think about that often. You think about coming back together into union with this energy often. But you're very independent as well as the Queen of Wands. And if this is about another person, they're independent as well as the Queen of Wands. And then your heart space is shining. So your heart space is feeling the sun's energy and moving. So you're going with what feels good. That's what I want to say. And so what you are seeing in the 3D is alignment. You're feeling in alignment with the universe, with your own path. I do want to use this deck. It's this card. The Fool. This is a new journey for you. This is a new beginning, as well as balanced. Alright, I need to calm down with the cards. And the Daughter of Cups. So, there's a good balance going on between you and another that you reflect deeply on with. So this is what you're seeing in 3D. You're seeing pretty much good teamwork, far away and close up, is what I see with this. So in terms of twin flame connections, whether you're in separation or if you're in union, you're both where you need to be in the 3D, doing what you need to be doing, and both kind of on a new journey, separately and together. I get that a lot with the Queen of Wands as well. And so some messages from Spirit is to learn during this time, find the good in all of this, keep learning and finding the rewards from that, and be the mountain lion in the sense that you need to own your leadership and step forward with who you are, even if you have a sharp tongue, because it's your authentic truth. So learning how to speak your authentic truth with your darkness and balancing that with introspection and the light. So trying to do this in a way that feels good for you and that feels good for everybody. That's the messages from Spirit of what you might be doing in the week 1 of October. Week 2, your headspace is the Princess of Wands now. So you're getting a lot of Wands energy in your headspace. You're thinking very much about your future and perhaps, with creativity and passions and desires and what you want to manifest. So you're thinking a lot about what you want in your home, pretty much. What you want as a bit of your happy endings, so to speak, in this individual lifetime. And with that, ooh, the King of Cups. You're really jolly and thinking about bringing forth love, kind of in a silly, fun, playful, cute way, perhaps, is what I feel from this King of Cups energy. But you're still very mature. You're open, you're free spirited, but you're mature. And your thoughts have a lot of your fun feelings and feelings of love and humor behind it. So you're kind of having fun with life, I'm hearing. That's what your thoughts are kind of focused in about. So that sounds pretty cool. Heart space. Moving. Again, you got movement here and you got movement. So your heart is moving. Your heart is realigning with yourself, with what's in alignment with you, your destiny. So you're realizing perhaps your heart has been out of alignment. And so you're finding this through moments of pause. You're finding this through meditation. You're finding this through connectivity from healing, from the sun and the moon. You're finding this through the woven story that is your life, the web of your life. You are feeling the heat, pretty much. You're feeling the warmth of the sun channel through you. I feel you've got a pretty good grasp on the night, on the darkness. And so now you're letting the sun fill you as well and channel that energy, because the sun was in week 1 over here. And now I see that energy is what goes into you through the night now. So that type of energy is what's your heart space. What you're seeing in the 3D is the Page of Wands. This is the Princess of Wands again. So this is about feeling you've got something important to say. So in the 3D, you're feeling pretty good. You feel you've got a good grasp on how you want to execute and communicate something. This is week 2. For this Hermit, you thought a lot about this. You thought a lot about how are you going to communicate this and bringing it up in a truthful way that doesn't disregard the past, that doesn't disregard how you really feel and how everyone in the situation might really feel about it. And I say everyone like there's more people because the Page of Wands has a letter. It's about a message. This can even be about conversations within yourself with the Hermit. But I really feel this is more so you've got a lot you want to say about what you've come to understand through this new journey. And so week 2, I see in the 3D wanting to bring that forward. And in the 3D, 6 of Cups, 8 of Swords, and the 7 of Swords. Emotionally, you're able to do this quite well. Communication-wise, mentally, there's still some traps that you get fallen into. Realizing it's almost like, what's that word, like tongue-tied or something? Something where it's like unable to speak something, or the words just don't come out, or the thoughts just don't come out. Either how you thought they would, or how you wanted them to, or maybe you just couldn't bring out the thoughts for some reason. And this, I'm hearing from Spirit, is just more blockages, that there's still just more, there's a secret sword within you that needs to be healed through and released. So you may or may not be aware of it, but that is going to bring up some challenges into the 3D. Messages from Spirit is to still focus in on the joy, that keep having fun, keep being in the energy of light and fun, because that is helping you with meditation, that is helping you heal and learn. Of course, if you only stay in joy and light and fun, you're going to disregard the dark side within you, and it's going to be out of balance. But Spirit is saying you've got a pretty good grasp on the dark, so you can't really go wrong by just like indulging on the joy. Yeah, I don't know, this keeps coming up by like reversed by accident, but this is the Coral card, meaning rough. So I'm hearing soften up. Soften up, feel soft, feel squishy, feel watery and emotional and passionate and fiery. This is the energy Spirit wants to guide you with, that your higher self wants to guide you with. You're not just this cold, logical thought processor that you might have thought you were, or that you thought maybe that's all people would see, especially as Robin. No, you're actually quite sweet. You actually have quite a lot of love and compassion and a lot of deep roots of feeling that come from a lot of hurt, but also coming from a lot of joy and just all sorts of experiences building you up into who you are now. And this is reconciliation, the 6 of Cups. This is being able to be in a connection where how you feel about it is the same as how the other person feels. So whether you're being able to communicate or not with the 7 and 8 of Swords, I'm seeing that the emotional aspect of these connections in your life are going a lot more equally, are feeling a lot more balanced. And it seems to have a lot to do with softening up and experiencing joy of the light of the world, and being wary of the darkness. The darkness is still here, even through the card of joy. So balancing that out, understanding your darkness and choosing joy and choosing light, but nurturing both light and dark and loving both and moving forward. So that's week 2. Week 3 is the 3 of Cups. That's awesome. So week 3 seems to be a week of celebration, of fun, of joy. Again with the hummingbird, so you carry that message from Spirit into your headspace for sure. 3 cards want to come out. So let's see, your headspace is the 5 of Swords. So with the Page of Cups and the Hanged Man. So it might be a little bit painful because, again, with your swords, with your thoughts, it just seems almost like no matter how hard you try it, when it comes to the 3D, it results in the 7 of Swords. It results in the 8 of Swords, some cycles from the past, some loops. Spirit is now saying that now you're catching on with swords being thoughts, that in your headspace you're identifying where the energy comes from. And so I see it as you're doing this, but someone, they just don't care. They love you. They want to have fun anyways. They're aware of your Five of Swords energy, where you kind of like create this energy where nobody wins, so to speak. Or this is just an energy where nobody wins in general, really. It's not necessarily one person. But I am seeing that there's a person through this that really understands, and you understand that it's just a matter of time. You just have more to learn, pretty much, as the Hanged Man. So that's your headspace. And your heart space is listening, getting in tune with your intuition, asking maybe your spirit guides or your higher self, like, for guidance. Okay, your heart is like, all right, how do I clear this energy? How do I get through this energy? And your heart space, it's to heal more. The 3D space, keep working on yourself. Keep going. You're materializing the help you need for yourself. Take actions that are good for your body. When you fill your body with good things, it helps. And this is your home space. Surround yourself in more positive energies. Be aware of how your surroundings make you think and feel. Maybe this Five of Swords energy comes from your surroundings as well, not just yourself. Maybe this Five of Swords energy comes from other people creating that energy in the space where you're just supposed to be having pure, innocent fun. So that is some stuff to consider in the third week. And then in the 3D space, you are seeing Eight of Wands, quick, forward communication. With this, the Mother of Pentacles, this has to do with this energy in week 2 in the 3D. So now, whatever it was you were having challenges speaking about, it seems as though you are getting them out a lot more clearly. You're using your passion, your intuition, your emotions to guide your communication. That was the key to how to communicate your thoughts, it seems. And so I'm seeing that play out really well. Three of Swords, and the swords keep coming out, so there's still pain with this. That makes me just want to kind of go away from that area and get these cards. The Hanged Man, you're seeing with that comes another time of pause and understanding more like, okay, this got a little bit better. I've been taking down the swords. If you've seen this, it went from the Eight of Swords to the Seven of Swords to the Five of Swords up here, down to the Three of Swords. And by bringing your thoughts down and out and flushing those thoughts out and then being in more time of pause, literally in the 3D space, this gives you more clarity on how to control your thoughts and your words into manifestation with things that you actually want, that are actually in alignment with your heart and stuff. So I'm seeing this as finding clarity, learning a lot, and growing a lot within the Hanged Man's energy and the Hermit's energy. You're doing a lot of inner work, pretty much, and this is showing into the 3D world. You're seeing things, you're seeing the progress along the way. So messages from Spirit is, this is okay. This is a good energy to be in. Even the Five of Swords, really, that go toward, it's because you're attracted to this energy. And it's very positive. You're attracted to this energy, and it's also helping you learn more about what it is that you truly want. So this is a good energy to be in. It does sit well with you in terms of feeling like you're at home, but it is also helping you consider, like, is this exactly where I want to be in the future? Is this where I want to be later? And so right now, it seems to be this definitely seems to be in alignment with your journey. Everything is always kind of guided divinely with your path. So including your circumstances, including who you're surrounded with and the thoughts and how your energy can sort of backfire or something like that. Things like that nature. Spirit is saying as the advice card to basically, like, if you listen to that and you're like, oh, am I supposed to do something different? Spirit is like, like, you can, as the beaver, you can do whatever you want, But this energy seems to very much be helping you. To basically, it's like this is like the dark card with light and dark. It's just about embracing the dark and the light, not thinking you're doing something wrong, but instead realizing that it's in alignment with you, whatever it is that you're doing, and that you've got to embrace it, own it, and build from it, and keep growing. And as you grow, you'll release these energies that don't serve you over time. And there's nothing wrong with whatever dark energy is with you presently. It just happens to be near the vibration that you are at this time. And then week 4 is the Princess of Swords. Woo! So this is now getting a little bit closer to like speaking your speaking your inner truth, your inner wisdom. This is an energy where you can still hurt with your words, but it's the Princess of Swords is someone who's very clear about it and can learn a lot from when they do this. This is different than the Eight of Swords, where you're stuck when you hurt someone or you hurt yourself, or you're stuck in a thought process and you can't get out of it. Princess of Swords, you might hurt someone along the way, you might hurt yourself, whatever it is with your words and thoughts, but Princess of Swords can learn from that. Princess of Swords is not stuck in this cocoon of the thoughts. So that's a very good energy, I would say. Some clarification on it. 3, again, the Queen of Swords. Yeah, the Princess of Swords is going to level up to the Queen of Swords, where you can say your truth, they know where it's coming from, and it's honest and makes sense. With the King of Swords, we get a match. So I wonder if this is just another Swords card. It's Judgment. This is balancing your King and Queen of Swords energy, being able to speak with your authentic thoughts. Let me get my charger. I'm at 28%. Speaking with your authentic thoughts and, cool. Sorry, speaking with your authentic thoughts and speaking with your intuition, and seeing that this is probably what's more in alignment with you now, to rely both on thought and heart, and speak both your mind and your heart. So this is happening week 4, it looks like. Your heart space is manifesting. Woo! Aww, beauty and confidence. That's awesome. So your heart space, I think you're accepting yourself a lot more, accepting your darkness, and accepting this type of energy, accepting all sorts of energy about you throughout all of this, and realizing you really are quite beautiful, and doing this with confidence and being able to manifest more of that, where you're like, I know what I want to manifest more of, so I'm going to keep doing more acts of love, keep doing more acts of confidence and beauty. Don't question yourself, don't doubt yourself, and walk into everything with confidence that this is where you're meant to be, and you're going to manifest more opportunities for yourself. Your 3D space is the 9 of Wands. So you will be seeing with this, oddly enough, that you will be kind of doing this solo. This is a journey that you are choosing to do. You're going to be kind of a little bit in hermit mode again through this energy of what's going on around you. But quite independent, feeling good. You might feel tired, but it's going to be rewarding. Yeah, the Father of Pentacles comes with it. So this is about a solid, feeling solid, really. 3D space is feeling solid, is what I get from that. As with the Sun. So this is very positive energy. Spirit just wants to say, week 4, bit of a mystery with what this could be about, but you're going to be feeling pretty good. Feeling on top of your emotions, on top of the world, so to speak. And then you know where your loyalties lie, and you're making the best out of your situation. You're really turning any form of a loss into a win, into a lesson, into a gift, into a blessing, stuff like that. And then, I'm going to need to step out. I'm getting really hot. I can tell I'm kind of sick. My stomach is wrecking me. So week 5 is the 5 of Wands. It's so funny. You got the 3 of Cups for week 3. Got the 5 of Wands for week 5. So conflicts are coming together with your headspace. You're seeing things resolve. But with the Four of Pentacles and with the Nine of Pentacles, there I get a pretty clear message. This is just about so needing to let go of how you treat finances mentally. This, you learned, is a relevant issue to your headspace, pretty much. It's, yeah, at the end of this all, it's interesting, we get 4 and 9, and the 5 is the connective energy for all of that. So, it is related to challenges. It's like there's people who could use assistance, and then here you are with like feeling good, but you're like, but this is mine. But then there's like people like, but I need, like, hey, like, we'd appreciate some help, and you're just like, no. And so I'm seeing with the headspace that this will resolve. So whatever actions you're taking with this, this can be many things. This could be people doing the whole guilt trip thing, or it could be that you really do need to let go a bit of what you're holding on to and give a bit more to others, because you've given a lot to yourself. This is week 5's energy. I will play out the final card. I see it. The King of Pentacles coming forward with maturity and a solid offer. So I think you're going to learn a lot about that, about letting that go, and I feel your heart's going to feel pretty good. Yeah, your heart, 2 of Pentacles, feeling very balanced, learning the balance of giving to others and giving to yourself. It looks like you're pretty good with the giving to yourself part, and that you're balancing the giving to others part really well. And on vice versa, it could be that you give too much to others and you're learning now to give to yourself and to not fall for guilt trips from the 5 of Pentacles. It can work both ways, definitely. However those resonate. 4 of Pentacles is just all about needing to let go of a way you handle finances, or how you handle things with the 3D world. Understanding. Your heart understands this is in alignment with you for finding balance. So I think you understand this message really clearly, and you've benefited a lot from everything up to this point. In the 3D, you then see the 10 of Wands. I do see this a bit as just resetting as the Ace of Wands, that there's now something that you've been doing alone that you need to now let go of and be able to reach out for. So I see this as well as like you're really holding on in the sense that you're trying to do things all by yourself, but Spirit is saying in the 3D that's just going to cause kind of some like some dents into your body even. You might overexert yourself. You need to let that go and split up the work evenly. Maybe you're trying to do everything yourself. You're trying to hold on to all of that burden, all the workload. Spirit is saying in the 3D that you're going to be releasing that and then working together, handling this big problem with people together. Yep, you've learned a lot. The Hierophant, this is the key. The key is splitting up the workload, basically. And the final, these messages want to come out, is the 10 of Swords coming out to ending this. Yeah, the 10 of Swords with the 10 of Wands. This is a scary card, I know, but trust me, 10 becomes 1. This is really actually reversed, is how I see it. This is all ultimately for victory. You came out of this victoriously. So you've cycled out the 10 of Swords into an Ace of Swords. You cycled out the 10 of Wands into an Ace of Wands. A new beginning, new clarity, new mental clarity. This is all coming up into the 3D. A lot of lessons learned, and a lot of in the future rewards coming your way. So if I were to draw a card on that, Spirit, what can be said about what this energy is going to be inviting? What does that energy invite? Ooh, sorry. The 9 of Swords, a lot of fears. There's a lot of fears, but fears are an illusion. So there's something at the end of October that needs to be released. There is more healing. I do see you got a lot of swords work to do. A lot of, healing. Definitely a lot of healing with that. Let's see what Spirit's got to say at the bottom down here. This is now about bringing in the light. I think, a big message throughout all Spirit is saying to keep holding on to the light, to keep feeling that embrace. I think the darkness kind of comes back when you have to face yourself and see who you are and things that you do and say. And Spirit is trying to let you know those are your fears. That is not who you are. You are not your fears. Although they like can be a part of us, you know, but like you can release them and separate that from yourself, like the snake. Introspect. This is a beautiful time because from feeling this pain, from feeling these fears, you gain a lot. You really do. And you can take action with this. Spirit. Alright. Oh, this one wants to come out. Yeah. This is your authentic path. This is who you are. Truly. Someone who can learn a lot from this. So, alright, Spirit. Come on. Help me out here. With the Spirit message in mind, what's a positive message about all this? Just like from what can come around with the 3D space. The Empress, well, love, twin flame, you know, romance, and nurturing yourself. Obviously what comes from it is nurture, is basically what Spirit wants to say. They're like, of course, this beautiful pink sakura sort of blossoming tree, like, with all this weight you carry of the past, I'm hearing, all these thoughts that someone's gonna get hurt, or all you do is hurt, or all you are is hurt. Those are fears. Those are fears you can release. You can kind of like, you really can kind of just release them by pushing them through this portal, so to speak, and then, or you can just leave all that there, and you can go through the portal and be like, oh, wait a second, that's not me. I am something else. Someone, and I feel like you are also the Empress. Remember, you're not just the Emperor, you're the Empress. You're the masculine and the feminine. You have both halves within you. You are also light and dark. And so, it's not your light and dark that is really the 9 of Swords, or the 10 of Wands, or the 10 of Swords. Your dark is attracted to the light. The light is attracted to the dark. There are a lot of good things that come from both. They're just reflections of one another. So releasing fears and pains and anxieties is not shutting out the dark. It's actually different from that. It's loving the dark, loving the light, bringing those parts of you together and going through this portal and leaving behind this heaviness. This is scary. Like, leave that behind is what is happening in the 3D world as well. So how you react, how you think, feel, how you move, what you see, all this stuff, there's a lot of good stuff coming your way pretty much. It has a lot to do with just learning more, pretty much, with the Hierophant. So, I hope this messages resonate. If you guys would like and I know that seemed a little dark. I felt guided to use that deck though, even though I knew there were some dark cards in there. But yeah, if you guys would like a donation-based reading, please reach out. If you would like to donate, that's very much appreciated. Anything is appreciated. If you would like to follow me on social media, I have Instagram and Facebook and an email. They're all the same name, Sonsonmushi. Yeah, and all of this will be in the description below. If you want to know kind of how my readings work, my personal reading videos, I have a video that I uploaded on my channel. You can find it on the front page probably when I get it up there. It's going to be called something like, "Thank you, offering free donation-based readings." And in there, I kind of just like do little samples of like what to expect basically, or how to reach me, stuff you might want to include in your like message, or we can just communicate that anyways. You don't have to like necessarily know how it works. You can just reach out. But yeah, sending love and light. I'm starting to pick up that I'm actually sick because my body's all hot and I feel like sorry if this is too much information, but I feel like throwing up, like I don't know. So I'm gonna figure that out. I'm gonna rest some more. Sending love and light. Thank you all for being here. October does seem really good. It does. I hope that didn't seem scary or something like that, but I think it's alright. So yeah, have a good month. I look forward to hearing from you guys. Love you all so much. Take care. Bye.